You hatch inside a clutch of eggs buried in a nest of ferns and dirt. The world around you is noisy and full of movement, but you are weak and unsteady. Your siblings push against you as they break free from their shells, each one just as fragile and unprepared as you are. The air smells of wet plants, and distant thuds shake the ground. You cannot see far, but your instincts already warn you. This is not a safe place. From your first breath, survival is the only rule. Your body is small, barely larger than a chicken. Your teeth are sharp but not strong enough to defend yourself yet. You depend entirely on the cover of the nest and the watchful eye of your mother, who guards you from predators. She towers above you, a massive wall of muscle, teeth, and scales. Her shadow alone is enough to scare away smaller hunters. Still, danger comes from everywhere. Raptors, giant insects, and even other young dinosaurs desperate for an easy meal. At this stage, you are almost invisible in the tall grass. You move clumsily, tripping over roots and slipping on damp soil. Every sound is a potential threat. Even though you are born into the body of a predator, you begin life as prey. Each day is about hiding, feeding on scraps, and avoiding notice. It will take years before you grow into the terrifying form that history remembers. Weeks pass, and your body begins to change. Your legs strengthen, and your bite gains power. You chase insects, lizards, and anything smaller than you, learning to use your speed and jaws. Every failed attempt teaches you something: how to stay quiet before striking, how to move with patience, and how to balance your heavy head. Growth is slow, but every day your body inches closer to its role at the top of the food chain. Your siblings compete for food, snapping at each other whenever. Prey is brought back by your mother. Some of them do not survive these early weeks. The weak are left behind, and the nest becomes a battlefield where only the strongest continue. Nature does not allow equality. Every meal is earned, and hesitation means starvation. You learn quickly that strength, aggression, and timing decide who eats and who doesn't. Although your mother provides some protection, she cannot always defend you. You begin to venture farther from the nest where new dangers wait. Raptors hunt in coordinated packs, striking with speed and intelligence. Herbivores defend their young with sharp horns and crushing tails. Even rivers are dangerous, filled with crocodile-like predators waiting beneath the surface. Every step outside, the nest is a test, and each one prepares you for the brutal life ahead. As you reach your first year, your body has grown much larger. You now stand taller than a human and move with more coordination. Your teeth can crush bone, and your bite can kill small prey instantly. For the first time, you begin hunting without your mother's help. You stalk smaller dinosaurs like hadrosaurs, using bursts of speed to take them by surprise. Each hunt tests your patience, stamina, and raw power. Your survival is no longer guaranteed by hiding. Instead, you must prove yourself as a predator. Prey animals are fast, cautious, and often travel in herds. They post lookouts and rely on numbers for protection. You fail more hunts than you succeed, and failure means days of hunger. But when you do catch your first real meal, the taste of warm flesh and victory marks a turning point. You are no longer prey. This stage of your life is dangerous for another reason. Rivals. Other young predators roam the same territory, and they see you as competition. You clash with raptors, smaller tyrannosaurs, and even crocodiles over kills. These fights leave scars on your body and teach you a crucial rule. Every hunt is also a battle of dominance. It is not enough to kill. You must also defend your prize. By the time you are a teenager, your body is massive. You now tower above most other animals in your environment, with jaws that can crush through bone and legs strong enough to cover ground quickly. Hunting becomes more efficient, but also more selective. You cannot waste energy chasing small prey. Instead, you aim for larger animals, such as triceratops or hadrosaurs. These hunts are dangerous. Triceratops defend themselves with horns, powerful enough to pierce your ribs. One wrong move can mean death. You learn to circle, wait, and choose weak or isolated targets. A herd is too dangerous to attack head-on, but a limping animal or a stray juvenile becomes an opportunity. Over time, your instincts sharpen. You are no longer just surviving. You are mastering the hunt. Your reputation in the region grows. Other predators keep their distance, aware of your size and strength. Carcasses are abandoned when you arrive, and even scavengers scatter at your approach. For the first time, you feel what it means to dominate the land. You are not just another creature in the ecosystem. You are becoming its ruler. Adulthood brings full power. You are now one of the most feared animals on Earth. At over 12 meters long and weighing nearly 9 tons, you crush anything in your path. Your roar shakes the ground, and your footsteps are enough to send herds into panic. You no longer hunt alone out of necessity. You hunt alone because nothing else is needed. Your diet is varied, but you prefer large herbivores. A single kill can feed you for weeks. You rip flesh with your massive teeth and swallow chunks whole. Scavengers gather around your kills, waiting for scraps, but they dare not get close until you leave. When food is scarce, you follow herds, across long distances, enduring hunger until the opportunity comes. At this stage, you embody the peak of the food chain. You are feared, respected, and unstoppable. But with dominance comes constant challenges. Younger predators test you, and rivals may try to push you out of territory. You fight with terrifying strength, using your bite as the ultimate weapon. Few creatures dare to face you, and those who do rarely survive. Even as an apex predator, life is not easy. Prey evolves to defend itself, herds become harder to attack, and injuries pile up. A single broken bone or infected wound can end your reign. Your size demands enormous amounts of food, and famine forces you to travel long distances in search of prey. Power comes with constant struggle. Weather is another enemy. Droughts dry rivers, fires sweep forests, and storms destroy hunting grounds. During these harsh times, even the strongest predators starve. You learn to scavenge more often, stealing from smaller hunters and feeding on carcasses. Pride is useless in survival. You adapt or you die. Your enemies are not only external but also within. Parasites weaken you, infections spread, and aging begins earlier than you realize. The illusion of invincibility starts to fade. You remain dominant, but you now understand the reality of your world. Survival is temporary, and even the greatest predator is vulnerable. Territory is everything. It ensures food, space, and survival. You patrol your land regularly, marking it with your scent and roar. Other predators stay away, but some dare to cross the boundary. When they do, violence is the only answer. Fights between tyrannosaurs are brutal. Your jaws clamp down with force strong enough to crush bone. Tail strikes and body slams shake the ground. These battles leave deep scars, sometimes fatal. Winning means survival and continued control of your land. Losing means exile or death. Territory also defines mating opportunities. To reproduce, you must hold your ground and prove your strength. A healthy, dominant T-Rex attracts mates, while the weak are ignored. Life is not just about survival, it is about passing on your legacy. Territory is the battlefield where this is decided. When mating season arrives, your behavior changes. You become more aggressive, more restless. You search for partners by following scent trails and answering distant roars. Competition is fierce, and only the strongest males succeed. For females, choosing the right mate ensures stronger offspring. If you are female, nesting is the hardest part of your life. You lay dozens of eggs in a carefully chosen site, guarding them against predators. Weeks pass with little rest. Every threat, from raptors to giant reptiles, must be chased away. Hunger and exhaustion test your endurance, but instinct keeps you at the nest. When the eggs hatch, your role is critical. You guide the young, defend them, and teach them survival until they can fend for themselves. Few will make it to adulthood, but every hatchling carries your legacy. Parenting is sacrifice, and in the dangerous world of dinosaurs, it determines whether your bloodline continues or vanishes. Time eventually catches up with you. Your body is slower, your muscles weaker, and your scars numerous. Younger predators challenge you more often, and prey becomes harder to catch. Hunger grows more frequent, and scavenging replaces hunting. Injuries that once healed now linger. A broken tooth or an infected wound weakens you further. Parasites and disease spread without mercy. You still inspire fear, but your dominance fades. Survival becomes a daily struggle instead of a certainty. The land itself is changing. Forests thin, rivers shift, and food grows scarce. Competition intensifies, and the balance of power tilts against you. Your reign as apex predator nears its end, not through a single battle, but through the slow erosion of strength and opportunity. Your story ends not with a battle, but with the sky itself. A massive asteroid strikes Earth, sending fire and ash across the planet. Forests burn, skies darken, and temperatures plummet. Prey animals die in massive numbers, and starvation spreads. You are too large to adapt. The small mammals survive, hiding and feeding on scraps. But you cannot. Each day grows harder, and eventually there is no more food, no more prey, and no more future. The age of giants collapses. Your bones will one day be buried, fossilized, and studied by creatures you never knew existed. They will call you Tyrannosaurus Rex, the king of the dinosaurs. But your life was not about titles. It was about survival. Struggle and dominance in a world as brutal as it was magnificent.